It has been a very, very crazy affair so far. You got to love the fact that we start this one in the darkness. If you thought going 3 wide last year was cool, then you probably enjoyed it twice as much this year, because this is pretty crazy stuff, Garth, from the start of the race.
Certainly was. They weren't only 3 wide in the front queue, they were 3 wide in the second queue as they ran up to turn 2 at the end of lap 1, and eventually they sorted themselves out. There was plenty of contact though, and there are still cars carrying damage from lap 1 contact at the start of this race.
This was horrible, horrible to see. Christopher Mee's brand new Mustang out of action early. Serious incident with the kangaroo. I'm sure you've seen plenty of that on the socials today. Christopher thankfully okay, although he felt very, very ill. That was a scary one. Danny Studdard in that car losing the rear wing at a very high speed.
Yeah, the worst places you can have that happen. It's the end of Conrod Straight. Corvette started to show their hand early and they made their way forward. They got to the lead of the race, but they had plenty of speed as they started to go forward.
Man, there's been some late moves down there at that part of the racetrack, diving under brakes down at the chase. We've seen some late moves also with the fake to the right and then the jink to the left, very F1 style, relying on the ABS, relying on all of the incredible aerodynamics that you have, and sometimes a little bit illegally as well. That was the doctor.
Bit of a heart-in-the-mouth moment for Cam Waters as he tried to go around the outside of Valentino Rossi down at the chase. Ultimately, he got it done at turn 1 and got up the road.
Now we had some serious incidents. This was the first. Rylan Gray got away with what could have been a worse one, but sadly, that car, which seemed doomed from the very beginning of the race, unfortunately had some issues in race control. Finally out of the race there, and one of the big heavy hitters, maybe not completely out of it, as we've recently learned.
Yeah, it's a curious one for Thomas Randall. Spun going over the hump at the exit of the cutting. Significant damage to that car, but the Scott Taylor Motorsport crew have gone to work with that car and they've got it back operating and they feel like they're in with a chance.
Man, it's hard to know which has been the bigger of the crashes today. Jimmy Golding in this absolute monster ride for his Audi BRM team. Thankfully got out of that car okay. How was the flame that came out of the side of it?
Yeah, big contact with the outside wall. The exit of Reed Park. It was great to see James get out of that car okay, but yeah, big fireball as it made contact with the wall. Thankfully everyone was safe, but that Audi, it's very, very hurt.
Yeah, James did a good job at getting out of that one. And then this one, which brought about the red flag, and that beautiful Tsunami Porsche turned around. We've seen this in many, many endurance races here at Mount Panorama. It started there and it finished here with the race leader. Oh my goodness me, I don't think I can watch that anymore. It doesn't get any easy to look at. A nasty shunt taking Craft Bamboo out of this one, and incredibly, they were the only cars to be taken out of race contention. A number of drivers, including the drivers in second, third and fourth, listening to the word that they got from their radio to say caution, caution at the elbow, and avoid what could have been a much, much larger shunt. Maxi Gertz, thankful that his buddy was able to get out of that car, and that is where we are right now.